That's probably the best insult you've ever done, because it flabbergasted the hell out of me just now.
He's not just one elongated shape, he's two of them together.
Oh yay, it's raining! I love rain. Elysium Park. I feel like we've been here before. Have we been to Elysium Park? Because this looks really familiar.
This wouldn't have been the mall. I saw you just gravitating that way.
Then I suggest you pay close attention to what he has to say.
What was that? We can't hear you over the rain and us yelling.
Rainbow, out.
Okay, so his name is Rainbow.
I'm kind of expecting him to be a Care Bear.
Department of Agriculture, Elysium State Park. Temporary closure due to safety hazard. Prohibitions. The following acts are prohibited within the restricted areas. 1. Going into or being upon the restricted area. Okay, you didn't have to make it a list if you're going to only put one thing on the list. Restricted area. The restricted area comprises... I almost said compromises. That's why I stuttered. Comprises all lands and roads belonging to or associated with the decommissioned U.S. Army installation Fort Sonder, including the old bunker. Exemptions. The following persons are exempt from this order. 1. Any federal officer or designated Meyer Pharmaceuticals employees carrying the proper permits. Dr. Desmond Wales. So we're able to come in here. Purpose. The purpose of this order is to provide you with the most spectacular death possible, second only to the heat death of the universe. You'll be gone in a flash. Who fucking wrote this?
The Department of Agriculture, obviously. They probably got one of their best horses.
It's probably Rainbow who wrote it.
I don't mind that this game kind of takes a lighter touch to certain elements of what is obviously a very deep and sometimes dark topic of discussion, but there are also times where it just kind of it damages our sense of
what the fuck
connection. Oh, is that one of those AT-ATs from Hoth?
It looks more like a Strider from Half-Life 2. Where's Magnuson when you need him?
I kind of thought lumberjacks were in flannel and a lot shorter than that, except for Paul Bunyan. Paul Bunyan's the exception.
Okay, we're in Elysium Forest, and wow, okay.
I do appreciate how the map is essentially split up by areas of forest, 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 and potentially forest. That's gonna come in handy. This is where I get all my ideas of like, oh boy, isn't it fun to wander what is honestly, again, surprisingly large maps for this game, except for the fact that the maps just kind of circle back on top of each other because you can't tell where the fuck you've been, because everything looks the same anyway. It's not often that you get the opportunity to shoot them from this far out. And now you don't have to worry about that again. Nice. You hit him right down the ice dock with that one. That was solid.
I would do so well against the Daleks.
You could probably hit a penny on the moon with your gun at this point. That was special.
Figure out... Oh, this is Lucas's cabin. This is where we were to get the tape. The Elysium State Park cable connection is officially open. Enjoy the ride and the scenery Elysium State Park has to offer. Now at 200 feet off the ground. Tickets are available now at 16 Fortune Isles Way, Milton Haven. See you there. Milton Haven Parks Department and associated with Milton Water Treatment Facility.
Yeah, I've always wanted to use one of those sky trolleys to hit birds.
The other side.
I feel like that's a game reference somehow.
What, his or?
What you said.
Nope. I'm just imagining us, like, taking the tallest possible path through the forest for no reason.
Okay, another note from Agent Rainbow. Note to self, check the compatibility of the backup generator rig with my radio beacon technology. If it works, it should enable me to turn on the generator from inside the cabin.
We're Oh my god.
Faint hum.
I don't think that's particularly faint when I heard that instead of you.
Weird.
It's literally just this massive white noise hurricane machine in the backyard, and Desmond's like, I can barely hear it.
It's blocked from the other side.
Yeah, there's got to be a way in here.
This is the issue, isn't it? There are no windows.
They're all boarded up.
It's just that we don't have access to them.
Can I break it with one of this? Nope.
No, that wood is particularly metal-like in quality.
What's this? Oh, it's a flare.
Just a flare. Oh! Jumping puzzle.
Hardcore parkour time.
Never mind, that wasn't hard.
Yeah, I said hardcore, not hard. This is breakable.
Like how the only wood that falls apart is the wood that's been held together by tape.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, game, whatever hints you want to provide us, we're thankful still, but...
Diary entry 505. Made contact with a scientist working on Agent Rainbow. She told me she could give me documents that'll blow the lid off this entire experiment. I'm supposed to meet with her soon. Finally, I'm gonna get some answers and a chance at vindication!
No, dude, hang on. Lucas, no. The last time anyone blew a lid on anything, it was one of those joke cans of peanuts where the worms come out of it, and you don't like worms.
Who does?
Birds. But thankfully we hit all of them with the SkyTrain, so...
Okay, this is exactly like the cabin from the tape area.
Blocked from the other side.
With a... Okay, that's not a... That was just a door.
We're still looking for any sign of what we can actually accomplish. This is intense.
Some sort of an electrical gizmo.
That's obviously a radio, you dumb fucking nut bar!
Could that be a dishwasher?
Ever since I listened to the deposition of a radio man who survived an encounter with Agent Rainbow in the late 60s, I knew there had to be a connection between radio waves and the way the chemical affects the brain. It's a little known fact that the brain emits electromagnetic radiation, the brain waves, just like a radio does. The difference in frequency is so great, however, that the two never interfere with each other, but with Agent Rainbow, that's no longer the case. In order to understand how Agent Rainbow works, one must not only understand the brain's chemistry, but its mental processes as well. Consider the Jungian concept of the shadow. In simple terms, the dark part of our personality. Every undesirable aspect of ourselves we push down and repress. Agent Rainbow brings it all to the surface and gives it form. Facing something like that in such a sudden way is a truly horrifying experience, leading to accelerated mental degradation, often followed by death. Wait, could the Rainbow Man that keeps talking to us be us?
No, I still think it's... You know what? I'm not even going to speculate at this point. I'm just picturing a situation where somehow I tune the radio to Howard Stern and his brain explodes because it's the wrong frequency.
Personal transmitter and systems detector update log. Near version 1.0. Nearby radio signals automatically detected and displayed in the monitor now show frequency alignment when positioned correctly. Version 1.1. Added a red action button for convenience sake. Now all I have to do is press it when the device is properly positioned and aimed at a desired signal or source, and I can interact with them. Version 1.2. Waves on monitor now align themselves with emitter frequencies in close proximity. It'll light up. Version 2.0. After installing the new mobile antenna, this device now picks up frequencies from certain stars. Need to explore further. Bug report. Certain metal foils have been found to block reception transmission, picking up strange voices and random patterns. Snake program still crashes device. He can play Snake on it!
Why not? I mean, it's basically just a Texas Instruments calculator.
Well, that's interesting.
Is that not the kind of heavy metal I expect to be related to monsters trying to kill you?
Yeah. Hey, the bomb's not on there. Note to self, the metallic foil is a happy accident. While I don't want anything to block my device's signal, it may help hide the frequency from being detected by desirable forces. Further testing is in order. For now, I can at least sleep with less interference in the air.
You've lost the proper time to have been reading a note. Just kidding.
The log entry 465. Finally, some progress. I found a half-burnt memo that mentioned an actual chemical agent tested in the 60s. It said, "Why fight the enemy within when you can scare into submission?" But it also said it can be proven to be too effective, so they shut it down. I guess they decided to bring it out of retirement.
You can't hurt us! Not only are we indoors, but we're reading notes! Lucas is a sniper.
How the hell do I get out of
He
here?
has an electric bazooka. I will say, I am actually quite fond of the music in this game. It is literally just like one person playing a guitar loudly, but that's better than a lot of other soundtracks I've heard.
Agreed.
The worst part is that we had an entire sequence of what the big baddie is probably supposed to be today, and we didn't even see it because we couldn't leave the house.
I'm kind of glad, because that might have killed us. Defeat the Flash. Okay, are we suddenly Eobard Thawne?
That big monster that you were supposed to have seen and been scared of, you need to get rid of it, but it's gone. No, well, game, we win. We've just fucked up an entire, like, tension-building sequence that could have actually been, like, the first climax of this entire mission, and it's just gone. We spent it reading yellow sheets of paper we found on the floor.
I mean, we'll see it later.
What if we don't? What if we're reading different notes?
Try the other way. Fuck you. Okay.
Again, it's probably a case of gladly. I feel like he's obsessed with us. He's so disappointed that we haven't met him yet, but also he's super pissed off that we even plan on heading in the direction of meeting him. It's like, dude, make up your mind. Sex us or don't sex us. You still have time.
I was about to say, if he wants to meet us, if he wants us so bad, maybe he should marry us.
I'm sorry, but we're taken. It's the cat.
Yeah, we just can't get over that pussy.
Oh, no, we can't do this.
Hey, you're the one that made the cat joke. I just made it better.
I mean, that's fair. I saw on Today I Learned a whole... I got caught up reading about this show in the BBC called Are You Being Served? That I think only aired because of some kind of... literally was never going to show in any way whatsoever. And then whatever they had planned on the first time wasn't ready to go, or they couldn't do it, and they just said, well, this pilot's laying around. And the show is essentially just built upon this idea that one of the ladies just keeps referencing her cat in a way by calling it pussy. The only joke that I think has actually lasted for more than, oh, you did that for...
I did that for Vitalix. It makes my health better.
You know what? I too have stuck a fork in a socket just so I could get some sweet... I don't even know what pills I eat. Pepto-Bismol.
Fun fact, Pepto-Bismol is made with bismuth crystals.
That explains a lot.
It's in the name, Pepto-Bismol.
You know, I know we're in an entirely different section of the game, but I still can't even get over it. Good call. You know what? This is a lot simpler mechanic than anything else they've thrown at us so far. You just point and click. You don't even have to point 4 times in 4 different spots and click. You don't have to move several objects from one side of the map to the other by swapping them back and forth. You just carry your radio. And I hit the radio. And the radio makes the thing happen.
The radio makes the thing happen. What's this? Oh, it's a flare. So yeah, those things are definitely got to be Striders from Half-Life because they sound like the Combine whenever they're shooting at us.
Wherever they ended up.
Yeah, I know. I messed it up. I wanted to see what that read.
It's funnier that you did. I legitimately have no idea if we're actually going to see an additional threat. I know you're saying it's like, no, the game has to set it up where we're going to see him again. But if it's literally this easy... Nice catch.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's essentially just like picking up a skeleton key. Oh, dear. Welcome to Vietnam.
Vietnam in America. What the duck?
You thought I lied!
I think we just entered Terminator.
I know this is mean of me. But when else am I gonna get this specific opportunity? We are living a Vietnam flashback.
I don't doubt that at this point.
I'm sorry, but as
Holy
in a
dick!
game that's built around psychiatry, isn't this a bit too on the nose? Isn't this just kind of like a gimme? It's like, oh no, Lucas has PTSD because he fought in a war. Well, I bet no other game has even considered this.
Oh, yeah, welcome to Vietnam Flashback Simulator.
Like, isn't this the entire plot to, like, Spec Ops The Line 2?
I don't know, I've never played it.
Like, haha, joke's on you. You thought you were playing a fun war shoot 'em up, but now you're gonna have to consider the consequences. I don't think there's been a more friendly no man's land in the history of combat, though.
I know, right?
Hey, who's that guy that's super obviously in the middle where we can see him all the time? Don't worry about him. He's just crawling.
Yeah, he's not even from this timeline. What the
He's
dick?
wearing a tie. That was a bitch move.
Okay, just when I thought this game was going to be completely free of jump scares.
Really, for some reason, that was so quick that it didn't affect me at all.
My device is detecting weird, weak signals from the walls of this bunker entrance. I managed to interact with 2 of them before, but they seem finicky and buried behind thick cement and metal. Perhaps there's too much interference at the moment, and I'll try again a later time.
Does that require a passcode? We came all this way just to find out that there's nothing we can do here.
There's got to be a power source somewhere. Oh, this is blocked off now. This is the only place we can go.
Well, I guess we're gonna figure out mighty fast. I'm just not seeing it.
Found it.
Oddly specific. Do you just have to use that to find all the green areas? Is it effectively a game of... Stop giving us the... Oh.
Something is up.
Is there an order that we have to hit it in? Where does that go? Yeah, that's what I was going to actually suggest. Is there something above the... yeah, you see the sequence? There you go.
I can't get that one.
Yeah, you just had to be standing in a completely different spot. That's...
Well, hey, it's at least it combines 2 of the mechanics. What the...
I knew you would need a code. And it's separated into 4 completely different parts of the map because...
Oh, what the hell?
Sticky notes. That's the Flash. So now you have to spend the rest of this level not getting in front of it.
Hi there, I'm JFK from Clone High, and I am telling you to subscribe to the Geeky Skunk Gamer and his friends, Geo Joe 2000 and Luigi Fan 891.